Hey guys, Rob here. Welcome back to The Art of Wax. If like me you're a fan of John Prine and John Prine's music, then his passing last year was a devastating blow. Not only for the man that we lost, but also for the amazing music we won't get to hear. I liken Prine to Kurt Vonnegut, an amazing storyteller, someone who could make me laugh and cry and teach me something new all in the same sentence. I'm going to miss John Prine, but like Vonnegut, he left us with plenty of memories and music to enjoy. Since his passing, the vinyl community has been blessed with a long list of reissues and represses. Some of these albums have become really hard to find for collectors or just John Prine fans in general. This includes the Crooked Piece of Time box set that covers John's Asylum years, starting with his self-titled debut and moving on up to Storm Windows. Outside of that, we got a classic hard-to-find live album, John Prine Live. This is a bucket list album of mine that I was pretty sure I'd never get to own. We could spend hours or even days talking about the albums we just listed, but instead, we're going to take a look at a lesser-known John Prine album, September of '78, which features a very different side of John Prine. Originally recorded in September of 1978 at the Park West Theater in John's hometown of Chicago, this album is known as John's Electric Album. And like Dylan, who made the change a decade or more earlier, it was startling and jarring to his fans, although I don't think anyone threw anything at him. The album itself is truly a one-of-a-kind recording of John's catalog. The recording of this album falls between Bruised Orange and Pink Cadillac. John and the band did this electric tour and then hit the studio to record Pink Cadillac. This likens again back to Dylan and the band, who started off as a live electric band and then hit the studio together. September '78 isn't for everyone. It's ragged, it's rowdy, and to be honest, the sound quality isn't always great. Hell, these tapes were found in John's basement. But that being said, I guarantee you've never heard John sound like this before. I guess unless you were at these shows. And to bring in my third Dylan and the band reference, the speed at which the songs are played, the energy that they bring to the show, reminds me very much of that first Before the Flood live album, Dylan and the band. The songs have this almost coked up energy. I'm not saying John was coked up, I'm saying the songs feel like they were coked up. A perfect example of this is the album's opening track, Often Is a Word I Seldom Use. The song kicks off so unexpectedly that it leaves the listener almost confused about what you're listening to or who you're listening to. The album ends much in the same way with a very rockin' version of Sweet Revenge, which may be my favorite song on the album. Some honorable mentions include a very unique bluesy take on Angel from Montgomery, as well as the Elvis cover Treat Me Nice, which has John channeling his inner Elvis. Although first released in 2015, we're going to go all the way back to time of recording in 1978 for our look at the charts, which included Boston's Don't Look Back, the Grease soundtrack, which is now found in every dollar bin in any record store you've ever been to, as well as Double Vision by Foreigner. Remembering that I was -1 at the time, some of my favorite albums from 1978 include Talking Heads, More Songs About Buildings and Food, The Jam's All Mod Cons, and Tom Waits' Blue Valentine. And yes, before you ask, if a Tom Waits album drops in a year, it's probably going to end up on my best of list. He hasn't failed me yet. Let's take a look at the album cover. The photo itself was taken by photographer Jim Shea. Say what you want about John, he's not an easy man to make look cool. And for reference, just take a look at Bruised Orange, his previous album. Jim Shea is a celebrity photographer who's known for mostly taking musicians' photos. And if I'm going to drill a bit deeper, I would say he's mostly known for Americana or country music. Artists like John Prine, Linda Ronstadt, James Taylor, and even the Eagles. Jim also spent some time doing music videos. It was a passion of his, and he did videos for Aretha Franklin, Joni Mitchell, and Brad Paisley. I've always found that John Prine's album covers kind of show off different sides of his personality, or maybe even give you a hint or an insight to the music on the album or its mood in general. This cover and photo fit perfectly. In my book, John Prine should always get the final word. So today I'm going to leave you with a quote he gave to American Songwriter. Interesting the little gems you'll find when your wife makes you clean at the basement. Even when giving interviews, John spoke in lyrics. Thanks for watching.